Welcome back to the Daily Baseball Report. I'm Coach Matt coming at you with another video. Today we're going to react to this week's power rankings. I have a lot to update you on this, so let's start really quickly with some housekeeping notes. I did get to go up to Philadelphia and Citizens Bank Park and as well up to New York City to see Yankee Stadium. Those vlogs will be done shortly. I have to edit all of them, so they'll get done soon. There was a crazy week of baseball, this weekend of baseball with the Padres and Dodgers, and oh my gosh, there was just so much fun stuff. So I'm going to recap that in a large video for later. I will get that done probably tomorrow, but I won't get it done. I got home at 2 in the morning this morning, so and then I had to go to work, so it was just a long day overall. But I'm just gonna we're just gonna react to this week's power ranking systems and see where everybody's at. Okay, so let's get right on into it. First things first, number 30 is going to be the Colorado Rockies. I 100% agree with this. I do think that they are the worst organization in all of baseball, and they deserve to be 30, regardless of their schedule and their outcomes of the games. But 30. Number 29, the Arizona Diamondbacks. And you know what? I don't think they had a good week. I don't know if there's anything memorable. I know Madison Bumgarner is a bum, and he just gives up a lot of home runs, so that's the way it is. Texas Rangers 28. Yeah, I don't think that's a problem there. 27 is going to be the Pirates. The Pirates moved up a little bit because they beat the Padres a couple games. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this. I want to see the Pittsburgh Pirates return to glory. Honestly, that organization 100% is desperate. They need to start winning games. 26, the Baltimore Orioles. Yep, I like this call. I think John Means is going to turn his thing around and actually help this team turn around and actually be competitive. I'm actually going to be at Camden Yards with Crystal on this upcoming Sunday. So this upcoming Sunday, you're going to see a vlog from Camden Yards. So another stadium tour to add to the list for this season. It's going to be an awesome time. I can't wait to go. So watch out. Keep an eye out for that. Number 25 is the Detroit Tigers. You know, the Detroit Tigers have had a little bit of a skid here, and Akil Baddoo has been a little bit he hadn't hit as well in this weekend, but yeah, they stayed pat at 25. The Nationals are at 24 when they were originally at 16. You know, they had a tough week. They seem to be good and then not good for 2 games, and then good and then not good for 2 games. So I think they're better than 24. I don't know why they're at 24 right now, but it is what it is. 23, the Marlins, they stayed right where they were. They beat the Braves a whole bunch of times, and the Braves are not doing all that great. So I would actually raise the Marlins a little bit here, but you know what? That's not too bad. At least they didn't get worse. Yeah. The Chicago Cubs are at 22, and they were at 18. Yep, they're falling fast. I thought they were going to be competitive this year, and as of currently, this 2 weeks into the season, I don't think they're competitive at all. So that's fine. 21, the Mariners, when they were previously 24. The Mariners are tied for first place. Actually, I think they're a little bit ahead I think they're half game ahead of the Angels. So you got to give it to them. They're holding out pretty good. They play the Dodgers tonight, so we'll see how it goes. Going in at number 20 is the Kansas City Royals. When last week they were ranked 21. The Royals are kind of a question mark because I feel like they're a dark horse to be a good team, the AL Central. But at the same time, they seem to have two. They're like the opposite of the Nationals, where they have 2 good games and then 1 bad game, or 2 good games and then 2 bad games. If they could just sort some of that out and be a little bit more consistent, I would like to see them raise a little bit. Number 19, the Indians. Again, I don't disagree with this, but I don't, particularly think that 19 is the right number. Maybe they should be 20 or 21, but, that's my opinion. Giants are at number 18 when they were previously number 22. The Giants are surprising some people. They've won a bunch of games. They've been pretty competitive, and they're ahead of the Padres. So hats off, man. Hats off to the Giants. Coming in number 17 is the Toronto Blue Jays when they were previously number 12. Yeah, the Blue Jays are falling off a little bit. Their hitting is just not coming up. They're not showing up yet. So I'm okay with this. 16, the Phillies when they were previously number 15. Yeah, the Phillies have hit a little bit of a lull in their season. They've just, again, things are not going their way currently. So I kind of agree with this. It is what it is. The stadium's pretty cool, though. So you'll see my recap on that here coming up soon. The Oakland Athletics are at 15 when they were at 17. The A's have turned it on. They've won 8 straight games. These guys, they're proving me wrong. I thought the Angels would be ranked like 18 or 19 the whole year. And here they are, ranked 15, and there's no signs of stopping on their end. Coming in at number 14 is the Anaheim Angels, and they were ranked at number 11. They had a little bit of a skid, so I kind of agree with this. I think this is an agreeable number for the Angels currently. Number 13 is the Cardinals. That's a hard one because I feel like they score like 14 runs in 3 or 4 different games, and then they'll get shut out on a game. So it is what it is. I did get to see Yadier Molina hit 2 home runs. So that was cool. That was awesome to see. How many games has he had 2 home runs in? I don't know, but I got to see one of them. The Houston Astros are ranked 12 when they were previously ranked number 5. They definitely have come down quite a bit, but I think they could have come down even more. I think they probably could have dropped to 16 or 17, but that's just my opinion. I hate the Astros, so anything to drop them below, as far down as I want them back at the cellar dwellers. That's just, yeah. Let's get the Pittsburgh Pirates to 12 and get the Astros to 27. Coming in at number 11, the New York Yankees. Their ranking last time when having the Yankees at number 3 was a big mistake. They should have been like 10 last week instead of 3. So going from 3 to 11, I agree with this, but sadly, man, their stadium's cool too. So you'll get that recap soon also. So, but you kind of feel bad for the Yankees. I don't think I'd ever feel bad about the Yankees, but here we are feeling bad for the Yankees. Coming in at number 10 is the White Sox, with previously number 7. Yeah, they didn't have a good week either. So they did have the no-hitter, but that was it. Coming in number 9, the Rays. They hold pat, and the Rays are starting to show that they are still the superpower, one of the superpowers in the AL East, with them sweeping the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. So hats off to the Rays. Coming in number 8 is the New York Mets, when they're previously number 10. The Mets, I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel like the Mets should stay at 10. I know they split the doubleheader in Colorado, so that is what it is. But hey, they have him ranked at 8. I probably would have kept him at 10, but that's just my opinion. Coming in number 7 is the Braves. I would have dropped the Braves a little bit more. They went from 7 when they were previously at number 6. I would have dropped them to I would have dropped them to 10, 11, or 12. One of these days I'm going to have to do my own rankings every week, and match it up to this one. But I don't believe that. I think the Braves are worse than 7 just because they have the star power of the previous regime from last year. And they got Acuna, who's incredible, but they just can't win any games. That's the bottom line. I will be going to a Braves game in June, the first weekend of June, June 5th. It's D-Day. I'll be going on that day. So keep an eye out on the vlog for that one. Coming up at number 6 is the Minnesota Twins. They're ranked at number 4. See, this is when it gets kind of hard. See, I think the Twins are better than 6. I think they're better than 6. I don't think they're better than 4, but I do think they're better than 6. So maybe a 5 or a 4, a hold pat. They didn't even really get to play because they had the outbreak from the illness. So, 6 or 5 is where I would rank the Twins. Number 5, the Brewers. The Brewers, they were 14 before. I think the Brewers have improved, and they're showing that they're the powerhouse in the NL Central, but I do not think they're number 5. No way. I don't think that. Maybe an 8 or a 9, but not a 5. That's a hot take by the MLB right there. And coming in at number 4 is the Cincinnati Reds, when they were previously ranked number 8. The Reds, hey man, that triple play against the Indians, that really turned that game around, and they rode out their momentum to win that game. I like seeing the Reds being pretty good, especially when Trevor Bauer left the team and they still find a way to win. I think they had the most home runs in the league right now. So I'm a fan of this. I'm okay with them being number 4. I probably would have put them at 5 or 6, honestly, but number 4, I'll run with it this week. Coming in number 3, the Boston Red Sox, and they were previously number 20. The Red Sox are doing what the Yankees were supposed to do this year. Sorry, Yankees fans, you got to jump off their wagon, get on this Beantown wagon. Okay, look, come on, let's be real here. They literally are the best team in the American League right now. So that's my hot take. Boston Red Sox, hottest team in the American League right now, next to the Rays. Coming in number 2, the San Diego Padres. Yeah, so the Padres, they are a legitimate contender against the Dodgers. 100%, they're a legitimate contender. And the Dodgers literally won by a narrow margin. As much as we want to say that the Dodgers took 2 out of 3, it was a narrow margin. The extra innings in game 1 on that Friday night was, first off, that game was a very sloppy played game on both sides. They both were trying too hard. They both were trying to be the guy. And then there was a whole bunch of innings where there was not a lot, and tensions filled, the bench is clearing. What a game. Wow, what a game. But 100% that game, and in game 2 with the diving catch in center field to end the game, that is a one swing away from getting swept by the Padres. So the Dodgers hold pat at number 1, and the Padres hold pat at number 2, because those two teams are 100% the two best teams in baseball. Like, there's not even close. Like, the Red Sox are good, but I think if you put them in a 7-game series between the Padres and Dodgers, I think the Padres and Dodgers would come out on top of any American League team out there. Hot take right there. Best teams in the National League are the Padres and Dodgers, and not only that, they're the two best teams in baseball. So there you have it. That's my reaction to this week's power rankings for the MLB. And just some housekeeping notes, just so you all remember, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and I'll have the vlog up from Citizens Bank Park and Yankee Stadium and the trip around. It's going to be a lot of fun, a little bit different than what you see on this channel currently, where I'm just kind of sitting here and me actually out in the trenches of the stadiums, just trying to show the beauty of both stadiums that we go to. So I definitely want to get your guys' take on that. So when those videos get posted, make sure you have the notification bell, so that way when they get posted, you give me as much feedback from that as possible, so I can improve the tour, so you guys can kind of see more and enjoy it a little bit more for when I do the next stadium tour this upcoming week, and in the future in June when I go to Atlanta. So keep an eye out for those. And without further ado, we will see you all tomorrow.